Every Thursday, we open the files, not on the killers, not on the victims, but on the ones who told it all. The scared, the slick, the straight up sloppy. From cold cases to courtroom confessions, if they snitched, we're spilling it. This is the Snitch Files, a weekly dive into true crime's biggest talkers, one name, one story every Thursday. And if you know a snitch that deserves a moment, send them in. Any case, anytime. If they flipped, we're listening. Because loose lips make great content. Welcome to the Snitch Files, only on Melanin Mysteries. All right, y'all, strap in because this week's Snitch of the Week is straight out of Jacksonville, Florida. And baby, it's a cold one. This isn't just your neighborhood snitch. This man ain't snitching on his homie or his plug. Mm-mm. This week's snitch is a father, a daddy, a whole patriarch. And not just any daddy. He's the father of Jacksonville rapper Ksoo, real name Hakeem Robinson. Now, before I even get into this betrayal, let me give a real quick shout out to our brother King Arthur over at Not My Brother's Keeper podcast because he handed us this one. And listen, he knew exactly what he was doing because this one is messier than a family reunion with the open bar and unsupervised kids. So we're going to rewind back to January 2020. 23-year-old Charles, aka Lil Buck McCormick Jr., was shot and killed in broad daylight at a Jacksonville shopping plaza. So the street said it was rat beef turned deadly. Lil Buck had apparently dropped the diss track on the wrong folks and retaliation came quick, right? Now, who the police say was behind it? None other than the Robinson clan. So let me break down the family tree of foolishness. Ksoo, he's the rapper at the center of it all. His brother, Abdul Robinson Jr. It was some cousins, and the leader of the pack, Daddy himself, Abdul Robinson Sr., aka Blue. So when the case popped off, evidence started stacking. There was surveillance footage, shell casings, cell phone records, a stolen car, even social media posts. Y'all gonna learn about posting stuff on social media, I swear. But what really slammed the door shut was Daddy Blue's testimony. Yes, you heard me right. This man got up on the stand, looked dead at the prosecution, and said, quote, it was either me and you. And then, child, he pointed his son out in open court like he was testifying at a PTA meeting. The prosecution plays a surveillance video and asks, who is that? And without blinking, this man says, quote, my son, Hakeem. Like he was IDing somebody who took the last piece of pound cake at the cookout. No hesitation, not a single tear. And cousins, it gets worse. Because not only did Daddy Blue testify, he confessed that he helped clean it all up afterwards. He helped them get away. He burnt the clothes and he hid the car. Then he turned around and cut a deal to save himself. Look, y'all, he was looking at 60 years. Sure, that's a lot of time. But by flipping on his own kids, his own flesh and blood, he knocked that sentence down to 20 years. I mean, that's still a long time too, but it's a lot better than 60. But your kid, I can't do it. And the way he explained it, he said he wanted to go fishing, be around for his younger kids, hit a daddy-daughter dance, maybe catch a basketball game or two. 20 years, them kids gonna be grown anyway, but go off, sir. Go off. What you did was you just helped bury half your family for a fishing trip. And let me tell y'all what the internet did with this one. Social media has zero chill. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everybody had something to say. They was like, quote, it be your own daddy pointing you out in court. That's different. Bloodline, he chose freedom. Don't even look at a Father's Day card again after this, that part. Memes was flying everywhere. Old pics of Ksoo and his daddy with captions like, and this is the man that put him away. But hold up. It wasn't just his daddy's testimony that sealed Ksoo's fate. The state had receipts. They had surveillance footage of two shooters. They had cell phone data putting Ksoo near the scene. There were shell casings linked to a stolen Nissan Altima. Child, y'all in these Altimas. And the cherry on top, a bye-bye post that Ksoo made on social media after the murder. It's two things I'm gonna need y'all to get together for this. We all the way through 25. Okay, so in 26, I'm gonna need y'all to stop talking on social media. And we gotta do something about these Altimas because it's just getting out of control. Altimas and crime tend to go hand in hand. Nissan need to do something about that. getting a bad rep. But anyway, even the getaway driver, who was Dominique, aka Butta Barner, got up there and saying like he was auditioning for The Voice. So basically, the whole circle flipped. That's why you gotta watch a circle. And let's talk about the defense. They tried it. They argued that Ksoo is 6'3", but witnesses said the shooter was around 5'8" or 5'9". They said the surveillance angles were off. The state wanted to win, blah, blah, blah. But y'all, when your own daddy is up there pointing like a GPS, that jury was cooked. In the aftermath, Ksoo and his cousin Leroy Whitaker Jr. both found guilty of first-degree murder. Daddy Blue, he got 20 years instead of 60, and the family is broken forever. Like, seriously, how do you even process your father testifying against you in front of a judge, a jury, and the entire world? So, congratulations, Abdul Blue Robinson Sr. You are officially this week's Snitch of the Week. Blood wasn't thicker than freedom, and you proved it with receipts, under oath, and on camera. So I'm gonna need y'all to sound off about what you think about Ksoo and his daddy in the comments on social media. And if you want to see photos, you can check out our social media pages. We can be found everywhere. Melanin Mysteries Podcast. Also, if you've been living under a rock, the Black True Crime Collective, which is comprised of Melanin Mysteries, Melanin Mayhem, Not My Brother's Keeper, and A Sip of Red Rum, our very first live event is coming up. It is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, October 18th, 2025. Crime, cocktails, and canvases. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want to sleep on this one. It is going to be a true crime live show. You're not getting one, two, or three live cases. You're going to get four. In addition to, you're going to paint and we gonna sip a little something. So this is an event you do not want to miss. If you're following us on social media, any of the BTCC, the details have been posted. We also have a room block for hotels if you're traveling. So tap in. We have VIP and general admission, and they snatching up them VIP tickets. They are very limited. So if I was you, I wouldn't delay. Go ahead and get y'all tickets. But anywho, we will see y'all on Monday with a new episode of Melanin Mysteries, and then next Thursday for a new episode of the Snitch Files.